Chukus Lukus meets Santa Claus. Chukus Lukus was excited about Christmas. It was early December and there were Christmas decorations all around in the small town he lived in. There were Christmas lights and pictures of Santa everywhere. Chukus Lukus's parents had just bought a new tree and the house smelt of pine. They had also decorated the staircase and the living room and the kitchen. Chukus Lukus's mother had even put special sheets on his bed and also on his sister's bed. Chukus Lukus could see and feel Christmas everywhere. As excited as he was, Chukus Lukus was also a little anxious about Christmas. He really wanted a new bike, specifically the RoboMax 300. He remembered that last year he had wanted the new gaming system and instead had gotten a sweater and some socks. His friend Derek said it was because he had not been a good boy. Chukus Lukus was nervous because it was possible that Santa didn't think he had been a good boy this year either. His mother always had to yell at him to eat his vegetables and to put his shoes in the shoe closet and to do his homework and to go to bed on time and to not tease his sister. The list was endless. There were still just over 3 weeks until Christmas Day. Maybe he could do his very best to be a good boy between now and Christmas Day, and maybe, just maybe, Santa would give him the bike he wanted. He was happy with this plan. There was a week and a half left before his school went on break, so he made an effort to do his homework every evening without being told, and to eat all his vegetables, and to go to bed on time. During the first few days of his efforts, his mother noticed the improvement and commented on it. "Good job, Chukus Lukus. You are being very responsible with doing your homework, eating all your vegetables, and going to bed on time without being told." Chukus Lukus beamed. He hoped Santa's elves were watching. During the second week of trying his best to be a good boy, Chukus Lukus accidentally dropped some of his vegetables on the ground during dinner for his dog Popo to eat. His mother noticed and scolded him because, well, it wasn't an accident. Then he stayed up past his bedtime the night before his end-of-term test after his mother insisted he go to bed. He fell asleep during the test and got a bad grade. His teacher also put him and Derek on punishment for talking too much in class. It also didn't help that when Derek tripped and fell, Chukus Lukus had laughed heartily before helping him up. Chukus Lukus was sad. He was pretty sure he was still on the naughty list. The final week before Christmas, Chukus Lukus made sure that his room was always tidy. He washed his hands when he came inside from playing without being told, and he helped his mother to bake Christmas pudding. 2 days before Christmas, however, while playing with Popo, Chukus Lukus got very dirty and got dirt inside the house. His mother was very upset. This was not going well. He was not getting the bike, it seemed, and the bike he had, he was now too big for. Plus, his bike had gotten rusty from all the winters and rainy days it had seen. He really needed a new one. The night before Christmas, Chukus Lukus went to bed early, but he couldn't sleep. He twisted and turned in the bed, but he just couldn't fall asleep. He wasn't sure if it was still night or almost morning when he finally dozed off. No sooner had he dozed off that he heard some commotion from the living room. "Santa!" Chukus Lukus sprang from his bed and rushed downstairs to the living room. There, just by the tree, was Santa taking gifts out of a large bag. Chukus Lukus realized there was nothing that looked like a bike. He sighed. "Hello, Santa," Chukus Lukus said quietly, holding down his head. Why, hello there, Chukus Lukus. I was trying to be quiet. Did I wake you? Chukus Lukus nodded. I couldn't really sleep anyway, he said. Why's that? And why do you look so sad? Santa asked. I think I'm on your naughty list, Chukus Lukus mumbled, and I tried really hard to be a good boy. I don't think I saw you on the naughty list, Santa said. He took a long list from his pocket and reviewed it. I see you here on the nice list, Chukus Lukus. Chukus Lukus looked up, surprised. Really? Yes, Santa confirmed. Says here you are very kind to your little sister. Says you read a book to her every night before bed, no matter how tired you are. Says you always share your lunch with Derek so he doesn't go hungry when he gets something he doesn't like. It also says that you took one of your toys to school without telling anyone and left it on Robert's desk because you heard he didn't have many toys. You saw that? Chukus Lukus asked, still surprised by what Santa was saying. Well, my elves did, Santa said. Now go back to bed so I can finish delivering the toys for all the boys and girls around the world. Okay, Chukus Lukus agreed as he headed back up the steps. He was happy that Santa said he was a good boy. Don't forget the milk and cookies in the kitchen, Santa. Oh, I've already had them, Santa laughed. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Chukus Lukus. Once he was back in his bedroom, Chukus Lukus fell asleep right away. He hadn't realized he was that tired. A few hours later, he heard his mom calling to him to wake up. He stretched. A happy memory of Santa telling him he was a nice boy played across his mind. Had he really met Santa, or had it been a dream? He wasn't sure. He ran downstairs, and there were his mom, dad, and sister getting ready to open gifts. He skimmed the area and still saw no sign of anything that could be a bike. He sighed. Maybe he wasn't on Santa's nice list and it had all been a dream. What's the matter, Chukus Lukus? His father asked. I was hoping Santa would bring me a new bike. I really tried to be a good boy, Chukus Lukus explained. You are a good boy, Chukus Lukus, his dad confirmed. How do you know you haven't gotten a bike? You haven't yet opened any of your presents. Yes, but they're all in small box. Chukus Lukus suddenly noted the bike partially hidden behind the tree with a bow attached. My bike! He shouted happily. It wasn't a dream, Chukus Lukus thought. He really was on Santa's nice list. The end.